What's going on, people? Welcome to another week of live day trading with Moo Trades with your boy. How y'all doing? Hope everyone had a good weekend. Nothing too crazy in this overnight session. Let's see how the day plays out, but good to be back. Good to be back after at least what felt like a long weekend. Hope everyone out there is doing well. If we got some new viewers in the chat, let me know, drop a little comment, let me know who's here. But Friday closed on an incredibly high note. From the low of the day, 43.55 to 44.35, about an 80-point move. Nothing too shabby. So let's see what we got here. Potentially gonna work lower here. Let's see. Looks like tried to come above the EMA, got rejected. We got a lower high formation right now. Most likely trying to take out this low at 44.13. Looks like we're working our way down there. Let's go, baby squid. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Let's go indeed. No real news announcement that should make any noise in the day today, but we'll play what the market gives us, as always. So if we're playing the overnight session, it looks like some sort of range, but at the same time, it's a little confusing. I'm gonna go in with the short setup right there. Let's see if we can get a scalp. I'm looking to take out this low. We bounce right at that low, 44.13.75. If we break through, a lot of longs will be trapped. Let's see if we can do it. We need one more tick. We bounce off our limit order. Never like to see that. Come on now. We got to tick through that limit order. We can't just bounce at the limit order. All right, there we go. Nice in and out. But basically what I saw here, we tried to push above the EMA. We had one attempt to go higher. That got pushed down, closed below the EMA. This was the second attempt to push above the EMA. Closed on the low of the bar, and now we're making a move down. So didn't have a runner quite yet because we're very, very close to getting to that PA. So now we only need $360 per account, and we still have 2 more trading days after today. So we're using Apex. This is day number 5. Tomorrow will be day number 6. Tomorrow, the day after that will be day number 7. So we got some couple trading days ahead of us. So don't gotta make it all today, but nice to be 1-0. Start off the week. Could have definitely had some more than just 1 point though. It's all good though. It's all good though. But man, maybe I should have had a runner. Maybe I should have had a runner. But basically textbook setup right here. Whenever you see 2 attempts to go above the EMA like that, when we're expecting to make new lows, when we have the target, as we were talking about, that had not been met, then you have a nice, excellent, really perfect signal bar. You got to just take that. Even though it's 3 minutes into the market open. That's the setups we look for. When we see those setups, we got to just cash in. What's up, Axe Payne? Thanks, Mr. Kevin. Mr. Kevin Alexander. I see you. How is this your first time on the stream, Mr. Kevin? So let's see how we react if we do come out and take the overnight low, 4408.5. And let's also take a look. Let's take a look at the daily chart. I don't know why my daily chart is doing this. We have one insane candle, but we're essentially at the highs of like October 12th. We took out the highs of October 12th. At least for the past month or so, it looks like we're in the sort of range. So might be time to start working lower. Might be a little fake out what we've been having the past a week or so. First time, all right. Welcome in. That's what I like to hear. We're in for a long ride. 2-0 and done for the day, baby squid. Man. All right. Call it a day right there. Nice job. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be a day trader long term, you can't have emotions any trade. You got to just take a trade, sit back, relax. Once you're in the trade, there's nothing you could do about it at that point. You can try to force something, but it's not going to work. You could try to get angry. You could try to clench your fists. You can try to scream, but it's not going to do anything other than make you a little more stressed out and then affect your next trade probably. But yeah, I've never really struggled with that. Even when I started trading, I mean, no, I shouldn't say that, but I've never been an overly emotional person. Like I've always been confident in my trades. It's just sometimes what I've struggled with is revenge trading. So obviously that is where emotions come into play, but usually most of the time I'll be pretty calm. Except where I have trouble with is after a losing trade, then it definitely affects my psychology like anybody else. So that's what I have to work on the most. Checking out early on a Monday, baby squid. Welcome in, Bill. Was I born wealthy? I mean, yeah, I'd say upper middle class. I mean, yeah, I grew up in a very nice area, Northern California, Marin County. So my parents were both immigrants. My mom came from Brazil when she was about 20 years old. My dad came from Lebanon. He was only 17. He had to escape the war out there back in the day. They met in San Francisco. So I grew up in Northern California. All right, we didn't quite take out the low of the overnight. Had a quick little attempt, got rejected by the EMA again. Let's see if we take out this low, but looks like we're in a sort of range formation, but at the same time it's very, very small. So it might turn out to be just half of a range. Oh, you're from Brazil? You're from Brazil. Okay. What's up, Watch Mego GA? I'm actually going to Brazil. I'm going to Brazil in 3 weeks. I'm going to Brazil December 2nd. I'm going to Rio de Janeiro. What part of Brazil are you from? You're from Rio? Hey, let's go. Cabo Frio. Okay. My parents, they just got a apartment on the beach in Copacabana. So the whole family's going out there for a little vacation. I'll see you out there. I'll see you on the beach. So we're getting a little sideways right here. There's a lot of tempting setups, short and long setups, but I'm gonna stay out of it. Couple of millions? What do you mean couple of millions? What was a couple of millions? Oh, the apartment? No. No. Maybe one tenth of that. 1/10 of that. Oh, well, maybe, I mean, reals. Reals, not dollars, though. Reals, yeah. Reals for sure. Couple million. Actually, nah. Not not a couple million. Not a couple million. But no, they got a good deal. They got a good deal. It was a family friend. It was a family friend. She knew someone who basically, it was a historic building and the parents had died and they left the apartments to the kids and the kids didn't know how to split it. They were just trying to get rid of the apartment. So we got a good deal and it was pretty rough shape. So we got it for cheap, and then my mom, she's a architect, interior designer, so she was out there for like 6 months doing remodeling work and fixing the place up. So maybe I'll make a YouTube video when I'm out there, apartment tour. Galeen. How you doing, Galeen? Man, Kevin Alexander. What kind of Brazilian name is Kevin Alexander though? Kind of brasileiros named Kevin Alexander. Jason. What's good, Jason? Hell yeah. I always want to see the new people on the stream, baby. Oh, you're Asa Akira. Okay, yeah, I saw you on Discord. You live in Ireland. I thought you just said you I thought you said you live in Rio. Or you're from Rio. You were born in Rio, or you were born in Ireland? Or were you born in Rio and now you live in Ireland? Okay, got you. Amigo Gonzalo. Gonzalo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, Gonzalo? Moving to Florida soon? Okay. Still 2 first name. Kind of weird. You making fun of people out here, Colleen? Colleen, you got no right. You got no right. Kevin Alexander, that sounds like the name of a freaking Irish prince over there. I was just saying that it didn't sound like a Brazilian name. Kevin Alexander. Tell me you can't see like a member of some royal family named Kevin Alexander. Alright, so it's also possible we got a little bit of a wider term channel here. Usually, if you have a valid downtrend, usually you're not going to see all this sideways movement, but it's possible. It's possible. I mean, it looks like we're just forming a little wedge here, but it also seems like we're trying to just work our way down to take out 44.08. So let's see. I mean, we're making lower highs. We haven't been able to break above the EMA. We might break above it at any moment, though. Waiting for a 90% discount. Kevin Alexander Bonda. Waiting for 90% discount. I mean, we just had the 90% discount, so I don't know when it will be. They might have one, and I mean, I don't know. I have no idea when it'll be. We just had one like that ended last week that was going on for a while, so 71% might last for, I don't know, I'd say a few weeks. Mr. Jason, so I mean, it's been an up and down battle. I'd say, I mean, it's tough because as soon as I switched to trading prop firm accounts, it's hard to tell if you're profitable because I haven't even taken any payouts. I've been struggling with the prop firm game. I was doing well with my own money, but it wasn't scalable at the rate you can scale with prop firms. So I mean, with the eval accounts, I've been very profitable for many months. But then when it comes to the PAs, I've trashed a lot of PAs in just a few days. So I wouldn't consider that to be profitable at all. So we'll see. I mean, it's gonna be all on YouTube for you guys to see if I'm profitable or not once we get to the PAs. But so far hasn't led to some success. I mean, we just had some PAs over the past month and a half of trading. We passed a couple evals, got them to PAs. We're doing very well, very high win rate. Probably the last month and a half we've been, I'd say 85% plus win rate. I mean, I'm probably gonna do a video with TradeZella just going over my trading, but we've been doing very well. Like the past couple of weeks, we've been on a heater. How many? Let's see. Let's take a look at our trades the last few days. All right, this is one win in a row. Let's see how many trades in a row we've won. So that's one win in a row. This is 2 wins. This is 3 wins. This is 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here. I think 12 here. Yeah. 13, 14, yeah, let's call it 14 wins in a row. That's just in the past 4 days for these 10 eval accounts. So yeah, we've been doing very well, and we've been on a few hot streaks on the live streaming journey the last month and a half. So yeah, with the prop firms, with Apex specifically, let's talk about this. So I have 10. You can trade up to 20 accounts. I have 10 accounts right now, and for the 50,000 sized accounts, you have to. I mean, let's pull up the website. How about that? So here, if this is what I'm trading right here, 50,000 full accounts, you have a profit goal of 3,000 and you have a trailing threshold of 2,500. So you can only go down 2,500 and you have to profit 3,000. But if you guys notice, your trailing threshold, so because I'm up 2,600 my accounts, if I go down to even, let's see, if I go down to this number right here, auto liquidate threshold value, if I basically am still in profit, if my accounts go down from 52.6k down to 50.1k, I've essentially made $139, but my accounts will be blown because that live trailing threshold, you only can go down $2,500. So that's where the trickiness comes into play for the prop firms. But at the same time, you're not risking your own money, so it's like a give and take. So it says $167 a month. I got these accounts with the 90% off sale, so it was essentially $16 per account. So now you have to trade those for at least 7 days. Once you trade those for 7 days and you get to that 3K mark, then is when you can convert those to PAs. So you're paying $16 per account. If you get to 3K, then you can convert them to paid performance accounts. Then to trade the paid performance accounts, you have to pay a fee, $150, and then it becomes essentially a live account where you can actually start getting payouts. All right, we're getting a potential setup here, high or low, but I'm still thinking we might come down and take out the overnight low that we had on the weekend. So I'm not gonna take this setup right now. It might work out. Probably will work out, honestly, but we're not quite touching the EMA. We're kind of hovering above it. I don't normally like those setups. But let's see if it works out. So once you convert them to paid performance accounts, then you can get payouts once you reach that 3K mark again. Okay, and see, if you took this higher low, you would have got stopped out right there. You would have got stopped out. So essentially, you have to do it twice. You have to get up to 3K in your eval accounts, and then once you have a PA account, paid performance account, then you have to do it again, and then is when you can officially take payouts. Well, the PAs at the start, they actually are simulated. At the start, they are. I think it's until you actually prove you're a profitable trader, then the prop firms actually start copying your trades and trading them themselves. But I mean, the way these prop firms are making so much money just from people buying a bunch of accounts, blowing them, doing it all over again, doing it all up, because there are a ton of rules you have to follow. But at the same time, you're not risking your own money. So if I was trading this many contracts with my own money, I'd definitely want many thousands, probably like 5,000 per contract to be safe, worth the risk. And if you're in it for the long game, if you're in it not using trading just as like a get rich quick scheme, which it is not, then it usually makes sense to try to trade with a prop firm because you can just scale up more quickly. But at the same time, it's all a psychological battle. So yeah, get rich slow scheme. That's the name of the game. So that's where I've had trouble with these accounts, because I've seen it as, oh my god, I can trade 20 accounts and I can trade up to like 100, 200 contracts. Oh my god, I'm gonna be rich. And as soon as you start using that mindset, as soon as you try to get into that mindset of, oh yeah, like let me just make as much money as possible, as quickly as possible within a certain amount of days, it's a very, very dangerous game. It's not conducive to successful trading usually, because you start being dependent on just making trades when you really should be in the opposite mindset. You don't want to be dependent on making trades. You want to just let those trades come to you. Okay, and here, as we expected, we finally broke below this low. So now it might be time to start shifting the mindset and start thinking we might work higher again. Well, let's see where the low of, I mean, if we're trying to seek the low of Friday, we got a lot of room to go. But it looks like we're in a sort of range right now. Yeah, a lot of prop firms, even when you're in a PA, it's still sim accounts. So a lot of traders are gonna start trying to pick a bottom here, but I think we might just trap a lot of longs who are trying to pick that bottom. So I'm not going to be one of those. I'm not going to take a long setup unless we push strongly above the EMA and clearly have signs that we are having a reversal. I mean, here we're having a nice bullish candle, engulfing bar. But other than that, that's the only indication that we're reversing. I mean, we did have this move down. We had the break of structure, had the new low. So it is time, in my opinion, for a reversal. But until we have like a move above the EMA, I'm gonna stay out of a trade. You don't mind if you're getting the depot? Ya feel? What do you mean? What do you mean the depot? Depot or demo? Man, we only got 6 likes in here. We only got 6 likes. If you guys could like the video, I would appreciate it. If not, don't like it. But if you guys want some good luck, like the video. If you want to send me some good luck, how about that? If you guys are enjoying the content. If you're not enjoying it, don't like it. If you are, like it. Appreciate it, Jason. All right, now it looks like we are having that push up. Testing that EMA. Here we go. So I wasn't quite ready to pull the trigger on a long setup just when we had that bullish engulfing candle at the bottom, but here we go. There's that push up we were looking for. Oh, the deposit in your bank. Okay. You don't enjoy me? All right, Kathleen, you don't have to stay here then. Let's go, baby squid. Yeah. So essentially, after commissions, we make, if we're trading 2 contracts, we make 92 bucks per account per trade. So we essentially need 4 more trades to get 361 in profit. So almost to that 3K mark. Let's do it. Let's do it. Four more. Or I just trade 10 contracts and take it and do it all in one trade. Once I'm on PA, yeah, I'm gonna trade all 10, baby. But I'm only gonna trade 1 contract per account. No. Rules are rules. Rules are rules. Are you talking about the 10 contracts? I mean, I was I was just kidding about taking 1 trade with 10 contracts. Now that we're so close to the PAs, it doesn't make sense to trade more than 2 contracts. Is it a coincidence that my price markers on the right are the same colors? What are you talking about, bruh? What price marker? Oh, this yellow and black? Hey, that's not me who set that up. Or actually, I guess it is. I guess it's just dependent on my EMA. So yes, it is a coincidence. Dark orange. Yeah. I like the dark orange though. Man, where'd my dark orange go? Here it is. All right, we're now just officially going sideways. Up above the EMA, down below the EMA. Tough to tell what we're gonna do. I mean, tempting short setup if we close on low here, but I don't really see any reason to take this short. Very, very big stem. No, of course, of course, I knew you were kidding, Kalin. Yeah, so let's see how this bar finishes. Let's see if we have a push above the EMA again. Because like I said, I don't see the reasoning to take a short down here. I might take a long setup. Might take a long. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. All right, we're in it. We're in the long. All right, in and out, in and out. Honestly, I wanted to go for a little more because we got in with the limit order a little bit below where we normally enter. Like we entered 4409.5. Could have went for 1.5 points, but very, very quick trade. That's what we like to see. That's how we do it, baby. Man, maybe we could be going for 2 points. We would have already been in and out of these these evals into the PAs. But no, we're on the way. We're on the way. All right, we got to go 3-0 from here on out. We got $270 to go per account. 270, and we still have to trade tomorrow and the next day. You like the money green color? Dark Knight trade or Dark Knight trade? Man, what's wrong with your sleep schedule? What's wrong with your sleep schedule, man? How are you alive right now? Control E to toggle entry plots faster. Do you have to reach 3K in 1 week? No. You just have to at least trade 7 trading days. So I'm personally trying to do it in the minimum amount of trading days, but what we did last time before we had these evals, we did it in a month. In like 20 trading days. So you just have to at least trade 7 days. Like you can't make 3K in 1 day and then pass the accounts. You have to trade 7 days total. Easy money, baby. I mean, you technically what you can do, you can YOLO a trade, like a big trade, and make 3K in 1 day, and then for the next 6 days, you can literally just trade 1 micro contract and just like you can just get in and out within a second. Like you can just sell right here where we're at right now and then buy right back, and it counts as a trade. So you could do that. You could do that. But obviously it's very risky just to risk it all in one trade. Try to get that 3K in one trade. Easy money, baby. Let's go. But both our trades today, we were in and out in honestly a matter of seconds. Like going back to the first trade, we were in and out like I said, couple of seconds. Same with this trade right here. So that's a really good sign. If your trades do happen like that, where you're in and the market goes exactly where you thought in an instant, it means you are seeing the market right. It means a lot of other traders are seeing the same thing, but not just a lot of other traders, a lot of the smart traders who are actually pushing the market in that direction. 10 contract trades are for the when the accounts are down to its final 100 of its trailing stop and you go YOLO. Yeah, exactly. Soon I'll be getting a house in the Hollywood Hills with this pace. Hey, that's the goal. That's the goal, my man. We got to keep it up. We got to keep it up. I don't know how soon it'll be though. We got to have that long-term mindset. All right, so came back, tested the EMA again, having a nice push up. See if we keep working higher, because we do now look like we're definitely in a range formation. So my target is coming up to 44.25, 44.26, and then honestly, also the high of Friday, another potential target, 44.35. But I'm not looking to go short anymore. Like, we already met our downside targets. We already are having that shift of structure. Might go sideways for a little bit, but I'm leaning towards us going higher. Looks like we're making another higher low here. Is it possible we got a wider term channel here? It looks like it. It looks like it. RJ. So basically the situation is, about a month and a half ago, we started live streaming again after a couple months hiatus. We traded some evals for about a month. We passed those evals, and then we traded PAs for just a few days, and we blew those. So now we're back to evals. We got 10 evals going, and hopefully in the next 2 days we can pass these. We're almost at that 3K mark, 52.7K. So once we pass those, then we'll have 10 PAs. 1-to-1, 1-to-2 targets. No, I haven't. I've been sticking with my 1-point scalps. 1-point scalps. That's my method, because for one, it allows me to just get in and out of trades very quickly, so it's good on the mental side of things, which a lot of people ignore. Like, say I did some back testing and I found that 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio might have a slight edge over what I've been trading. It doesn't mean that if I switch to just trading 1 point or 1-to-1 risk reward, it doesn't mean that immediately I'm going to still have that edge, because you're still trading a new style. So it's going to affect your trading. It's going to affect how many trades you take. It's going to affect how you discern different trades, when you take different trades. Whereas for me, I'm only looking for 1-point scalp, so I can have that confidence to where I can be in and out of trades very quickly. It's easy on my mindset, knowing that I'm risking a certain amount every time. I'm only looking for the same amount of profit every single time. And for me personally, it just matches my trading style. And I've been doing it for a very long time now. Actually, before, like a couple of years ago, I was only going for 2-point scalps. And then I did some back testing, and it turned out that every time. All right, and here we're having a second entry long right here. Nice long setup, to be honest. We're just below the EMA, so if we get a higher low, I'm gonna look to go long. But what I was saying is, yeah, when I did some back testing to where I used to trade with 2-point scalps, it turned out that if I was only trading for 1-point scalps, my win rate would have been like 90%. So as soon as I did some back testing, then I switched to trading only actually I was doing 1.25-point scalps, and then only recently switched to 1-point scalps. Yeah, I was manually backtesting. I mean, I was using Excel. You can set up max loss in RTrader to prevent blowing up accounts. That's not a bad idea. But we are implementing a new rule: 2 losses, any 2 losses in one day, and I'm done for the day. 2 losses, done for the day, no matter what. Okay, so let's see if we get a higher low here. We had a 2-legged pullback. Looks like we're working higher. See if we can get a higher low, confirming this little move up. Where do you set a max loss in RTrader? I'll look it up later. Unless you know exactly where to go. I'm just curious. The way you automate backtest is if you add fractals indicators to your charts and use those calc trending higher highs or higher low. Man, I don't even know what you're talking about now. Fractals indicators? All right, thanks, RJ. Right click on account, risk parameters, right column, choose loss limit. Okay. I might set it up later. Yep, and here's that move higher. So, 2-legged pullback, working above the EMA. Honestly, I considered taking this long setup right here. We were just below the EMA, so wanted to see a higher low. I don't know if we'll get a higher low here. We might just work higher without us, but oh, okay. It marks your peaks. Okay, I see, Jason. Mr. Squeeze. How are you doing, Squeeze? How you doing? I'm gonna squeeze you, man. You a wrestler? I know you are. All right, here we go. So yeah, we had this uptrend, had the break of it, tested the new high. Now let's see what this market wants to do. I'm doing great though. Squeeze. How are you, man? I want to know how your weekend was. What'd you get up to this weekend? Let me know. Yeah, it is a little choppy today. It is definitely a little choppy. Waiting for me in Paris 2024. Hey, that's the goal. That's the goal, my man. Oh, you went go-karting. Okay. You like the chop? You got iron condors? You options trader? You options trader, Mr. Jason? I've traded options in the past. I had an internship the freshman year after, or the summer after my college freshman year. I had an internship at an options trading floor, so I got to experience the life of a market maker on a real physical trading floor. Interesting stuff. But I studied a lot of the strategies they use. So we basically bounced at the lows of this little congestion, right? I mean, basically right where the market opened. This is where market opened, 44.14, 44.15. Bounce there again. So let's see what we do now. I mean, it is very choppy though. Did they delta neutralize a ton? To be honest with you, everyone traded a completely different strategy. Like some people, the only thing they focus on was volatility. Some traders, they focused on like a bunch of different trading strategies. Some traders, they implemented like, I forget what it's called, like butterfly, what's it called? Like jelly rolls. I don't even remember at this point, but some were very complex, some were very simple, but everyone was different, to be honest. But it was obviously all based on just, they all had a, this is what it was based on. So they all had a theoretical price. So floor traders would go up to them and shout out an order from one of their clients. Like very quickly, they would say the expiration, they would say the amount and the lot size, and then basically the price. They would go into their computers, see the theoretical price that their own model gave them, and then they would decipher, do I want to buy, do I want to sell? And then in an instant, they would buy both sides of the transaction. So they were even, but they were just playing the edge. So if their model was based on volatility, they were playing the volatility. If their model was solely based, oh, you've never heard of a jelly roll? No, look it up. Jelly rolls, I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's a way to like, if I remember, I mean, this is like 4 years ago. It's a way to just add time to your position. It's like jelly rolling to the next month. But no, hey, yeah, that's what I learned. Look it up, look it up. Look it up. Mr. Dark Knight Trader, when you get time, check out YouTube Apex Trader Funding, top 10 things you need to know by E-Mini Maverick. Great analysis on Apex counts, least amount of work to qualify and why. Okay. Adorable strat name. Yeah, I know. Jelly roll. I mean, that's one of the things I remember, but it was so complex. Like there was so much to learn, but I did learn a lot. But now I forgot most of it all. But I'll check out that video, Dark Knight Trader. Do I have a finance background? Yeah. I mean, I took some finance classes. My major was business economics. So, yeah. Am I doing this full time? I mean, I can't. I'm not making. I'm still doing evals accounting. So if I was doing this full time, I'd just be losing money from from paying the account fee. So I'm not. Nah. Right now, it's a side gig. Hopefully, it'll be a full time thing. Hopefully, it'll be a full time thing in the next few months. Once we start getting some nice payouts. But now, right now, it's just a side gig. But obviously, the goal is to make it a full time opportunity. But that's another tough thing about these evaluation accounts. Like, if I just go back to the last 2 months, if I was trading my own money, I would be up a lot in the green. Obviously, it would be a lot different style of trading my own money versus the eval accounts, but the only way you can make money with these prop firms is if you are profitable for many months in a row, and then you kind of essentially you make more than you would have if you were trading your own money. But at the same time, there's a few different strategies. Like, some people go into the paid performance accounts with the mindset, okay, I'm just gonna take one payout and then start it all over again. I'm kind of on the other side where I want to cherish the PA accounts. I want to have the PAs for forever. Honestly, I don't want to have to deal with going through the evaluation accounts multiple times like we've been doing. Hopefully we can get to these PAs and just keep them for a very long time. All right, at some point the market is going to do something. At some point the market is going to shoot up or shoot down. But right now, I mean, we're just so sideways. Do I personally know a few traders that are consistently profitable with these prop firms? Personally, I mean, not really. I mean, I'm sure you can find some people online. But no, I mean, I've only been paying attention to myself. Because to me, I don't care. I don't really care what other people are doing. I'm just doing my own thing, and I know what I need to do to succeed. I'm not one of the people who like sees other people online and kind of bases my trading off of what the potential they have. Like, I'm just basing all my knowledge off my own trading. Because even, like, say you learn a strategy and someone else is profitable in that strategy, and then you try it for a few months and you don't turn out to be profitable, it doesn't mean the strategy isn't working. It just means you need to work on the strategy and you need to become a better trader. So personally, I only look at my own trading. I only do my own back testing. I don't really care if other people are profitable or not. Obviously, it's good to see some other people in the community doing well. But I mean, we've been doing really well. We've been doing really well, but at the end of the day, it doesn't freaking matter on these evals. It only matters once we convert these to paid performance counts. Then we're in the big leagues. But obviously, it is another game, another mental battle when you have a live streaming audience. So another battle right there in terms of the mental side of things. So it looks like this range we had might have just been really the midline of an even bigger range. So it looks like this might be the more accurate range. But that is true, Nimas. That is true. That's one thing I do like about live streaming. I mean, I've said this before, but I've always been an athlete. I've always been someone who's like been competition based. Like I succeed when I have some sort of pressure on me, and I'm used to that. Like my whole life I've been an athlete. I've been, even like growing up in middle school, I was like a spelling bee champion. Like in high school I was a valedictorian, and I always saw things as a competition. I was like, all right, I gotta just be the best at what I do. So when I live stream, it kind of gives me that little pressure to where I have to perform at my best ability. Whereas if I was alone, you're kind of missing that pressure. I mean, it's obviously still there, but it's all on yourself. If you have other people watching, it kind of, I don't even know if pressure is the right word. It just adds some intensity, and I kind of feed off that intensity, I would say. I look like I play basketball. I look like Mr. Klay Thompson. That's what they say. That's what they say. I used to play basketball. I used to play soccer. I mean, I still play basketball a lot, but just pick up games at the gym. But I'm a runner. Okay, we're potentially getting a lower high here. Let's see if we can work lower. We're looking up to you. You're looking up to me as a mentor, something like that. I mean, that's up to you, Colleen. I'm not the one to say. That's up to you. You can if you want. I'm just here showing my journey, showing a raw journey of a day trader, trying to make it big. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so notice what we're doing here, though. Every time we try to push below the EMA now, we're consistently having higher lows. So to me, it looks like we have some sort of bullish imbalance. So if this is indeed a range, we should have came back to test these lows again. But every time we try to break below the EMA, we're just pushing higher. And it makes sense because overall, we do have a lot of room to the highs. So a lot of shorts might get trapped here if we break above 4415.75. Might just be the start of a nice move up. But yeah, I mean, if you want to look up to me as a mentor, I'm all for it. But I'm just here showing my journey. It's all for entertainment. It's all for entertainment. I'm no financial advisor, as they say. What do I think the most difficult thing is about day trading? I mean, that's a hard question. It depends on each person, but I mean, yeah, the classic answers are the psychology of it. But like a more nuanced answer is one, the most difficult thing about day trading is just your mindset going into it. Are you, when you're starting out, are you looking at it as something like gambling where you can potentially make a lot of money really quickly, which I think is the wrong mindset to have, or are you looking at it as something that is equivalent to like a professional sport? Like if you want to be a good day trader, if you want to be a profitable day trader, you have to know there's a very, very, very small percentage of people who are profitable. So what does that mean? You have to be better than 90% of people. The only way to get better than 90% of people is by working on it for a very, very, very long time. So how do you do that? You have to stay consistent with it. You have to trade constantly. You have to learn constantly. You have to analyze your trades, and you have to stick to a strategy that works. So you have to find a strategy. You have to stick to it. You have to improve on it, and then psychologically, like when you have for me, the hardest thing is how you respond to losing trades. For me, that's the hardest thing, because when everything's going well, it's easy to take trades. When you have a winning streak, it's very easy to take trades and be confident in your setups. But how do you respond when things aren't going well? How do you respond when you have a losing trade or you have two losing trades in a row? That's what really separates the good from the great day traders, in my opinion. Okay, so I might take a setup right here. Consistently making higher lows. We made a new high here. Tested this 4415.75 level. We went down once. Tried to go higher. Went down again. Trying to push higher. Second time. I'm going to get my orders prepared. Let's see how we respond right now. $600 ticks to go. Colleen, what do you mean? You're gonna start copying my hair? My hairstyle? What you talking about, man? All right, so we made the higher low. See if we can keep pushing higher. All right, we're in the trade. It is a very, very big signal bar. So add in some risk, but I think it's time that we work higher. Let's see if we can get a few more ticks. Come on. Come on now. We're one tick away. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. Was a very big risk, though. You're right. You're right, Kevin. But the signs are that we are going higher. Can we do it? Can we do it? Let's catch a move right here. All right, we ticked off our order. We need one more tick. Come on now. All right, you don't want to see that. Unfortunately, ticked exactly where we had our limit order. We needed one more tick to get filled. Hopefully we don't work down and take our stop out. That's what you don't want to see. Let's get a higher low right here. Let's get a higher low. Let's push higher. Let's go. Come on. Let's take out these stops up here. Looks like we're pushing. Looks like we're pushing. Looks like we're trying to go up. All right, we need a couple more ticks. Couple more ticks now. I think we'll do it. We essentially bounced at the midline of this uptrend we got drawn. All right, and we're in and out. There we go. 3-0 for the day. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we gotta have 2 more winning trades. We got 180 per account to go. And we're 3-0. So I must have a time machine to know that was going to work with such a big bar. Well, I mean, it was mostly just a context thing. Like, we're consistently making higher highs, higher lows. The better trade, or the safer trade, would have been to go long right here at 44.16 as soon as we pushed up above this triple top here. So 44.16, we would have got out at 44.17. So the safer trade would have been to get an entry a little bit further back, but luckily it still worked out. But yeah, usually those high risk trades you don't want to take most of the time. But 3-0 for the day. Solid day, especially on choppy days like this. I mean, we haven't had a lot of movement from the very high overnight to the low. It's not even a 20-point move. So when you can get 3 trades in, that's a good day, especially when you're looking choppy for most of the day. FX Aaron the GOAT. Man, where you been, bro? Where you been, my Indian brother? I'm good. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. How you doing? How you doing, man? FX Aaron the GOAT, my man. You a beast. You were off for the week? Okay. Man, you got a girlfriend yet or what? You talk to any ladies? Or did you scare them all away? But no girlfriend, man. All right. But all right, we're 3-0, looking a little choppy. FX Aaron the GOAT, you came at the wrong time because I'm about to end the stream right there. I did have some food poisoning this weekend. Was throwing up, had to use the bathroom dozens of times the last couple of days, and to be honest with you guys, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm out of it right now. Like, I have no energy. I'm about to go pass out. Like, I do not feel the best right now, but we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm gonna call it a day right there. Have a good one. We'll see y'all tomorrow. If you guys like the stream on your way out, it'll help me out a lot. And yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate it, Jason. Have a good one. Have a good one. Peace out, Kevin. If you guys want to use my Apex code as well, or Replicanto to use Trade Copier, all that is in my description. Later, Bill. Bill, you're the most loyal one out there. I appreciate it. I appreciate you every day being here. All right.